The Horrific History of Pellagra. Pellagra, a devastating disease shrouded in mystery for centuries, left a harrowing legacy in the annals of public health. This debilitating illness, caused by a severe deficiency in niacin, vitamin B3, wreaked havoc across Europe, Africa, and the Americas from the 18th to early 20th centuries. It disproportionately struck impoverished communities whose diets were dominated by untreated corn. Corn, while a staple food, lacked the bioavailable niacin required to prevent pellagra, unless prepared using traditional processes, like nixtamalization, a method largely unknown in Europe and the United States at the time. The symptoms of pellagra were both terrifying and debilitating, giving it a reputation as one of the cruelest diseases of its era. Known as the disease of the 4 Ds, pellagra was characterized by dermatitis, diarrhea, dementia, and an inevitable, agonizing death if untreated. Sufferers experienced painful, sun-sensitive skin lesions that cracked and bled, debilitating gastrointestinal distress, and severe psychological disturbances such as confusion, paranoia, and hallucinations. These mental afflictions often escalated to full-blown psychosis, leaving victims institutionalized and ostracized before succumbing to the disease. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, pellagra reached epidemic proportions, particularly in the southern United States. Tens of thousands of impoverished families, reliant on monotonous corn-based diets, were afflicted. Misconceptions about its origins hampered progress in addressing the disease. Many believed pellagra was caused by infectious agents, spoiled food, or unsanitary living conditions. These false assumptions led to fear-driven responses, such as quarantines and widespread social stigma. Victims were often confined to asylums or marginalized, exacerbating their suffering and isolating them from potential help. A turning point in the fight against pellagra came with the groundbreaking work of Dr. Joseph Goldberger in the early 20th century. This courageous public health physician challenged the prevailing notion that the disease was infectious and demonstrated its true root cause, malnutrition. Through rigorous experiments, including controlled dietary studies, he proved that pellagra could be prevented and even cured by introducing nutrient-rich foods such as meat, milk, and eggs. Despite facing fierce opposition from powerful agricultural and political interests that profited from the existing corn-centric economy, Goldberger's findings laid the foundation for modern nutritional science. Efforts to eliminate pellagra gained momentum in the mid-20th century with the fortification of staple foods like bread and cereals with niacin. Alongside these measures, rising living standards and diversified diets led to the near eradication of pellagra in developed nations. However, its shadow lingers in regions where poverty and food insecurity prevail. Cases of pellagra continue to emerge in some developing countries, reminding us of the devastating impact of malnutrition and the ongoing need for global health interventions. The Horrific History of Pellagra is a powerful cautionary tale about the consequences of nutritional deficiencies and the systemic inequalities that exacerbate them. It underscores the importance of science, education, and public health reform in preventing and treating diseases linked to poverty and food insecurity. The story of pellagra's rise and fall is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative potential of collective action in alleviating suffering and advancing the cause of global health equity.